solitary, lonely figure walks at night down a silent street in Berlin. His name is Quiller, but he is not alone. What do they want of Quiller? What does Quiller want of them? This man knows, but he won't talk. Not ever again.
So the Quiller Memorandum, a really cool 60s spy film, really stylish film starring George Segal as the title character. Quiller is a American agent who is sent to Berlin by this British agency to pick up the operation that his predecessor was on. His predecessor was shot, killed, and he has to pick up the investigation into this neo-Nazi group that's rising up in Berlin called Phoenix, led by the great Max von Sydow. And once he gets to Berlin, he meets his handler, Paul, played by the great Guiness, and they have this kind of fractious relationship because some really great kind of dialogue scenes. One in particular at the Berlin Olympic Stadium, which is great. A great script by Harold Pinter, this film. The script is really important in this film. It's really got some really brilliant dialogue scenes, some funny and some really intense. And he starts to investigate, pick up some clues. One that leads him to this primary school where Senta Berger is a teacher there, and he gets involved with her, maybe a little bit too involved with her, and starts to follow up some leads that she has, and he's not really sure if she's telling him the whole truth. And he does eventually come into contact with Max von Sydow's Phoenix organization, and he gets a lot of rough treatment in this film. George Segal. I thought George Segal was terrific in this film. A bit of unusual casting to put him in this spy kind of role, I thought, but he really pulls it off with a plump. He's tremendous. He's super cool, super confident, uses his brain and his wits rather than his fists, and I don't think he even carries a gun in this film, but yeah, some really good action scenes. It's not action heavy, this film, but it's really dialogue driven, but really great supporting cast, really beautifully shot as well. As the cinematography is gorgeous in this film. Berlin looks terrific. I think it was shot in Pinewood Studios also, but a lot of location shooting in this film, and it looks tremendous. Great score by John Barry. The score is bombastic, really memorable, and really kind of drives the film. A lovely looking film, really criminally underrated, this film, I think. Only gets 6.2 on IMDb, I believe, and I don't know why. I really rate this very highly. I would say this is a 7+ film easily. The story is a bit pat, though. I'll give it that. It's a little bit of a unsatisfying story, and the off-screen kind of finale is a little bit letdown, but a really memorable, super cool film. Great central performance by Segal. Don't miss this film. If you love 60s films or spy films, I hold this right up there with the Ipcress File. I think it's a tremendous spy film from the 60s. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.